This video will demonstrate how to create a custom table of contents using Microsoft Word for Mac 2018. Okay, so we have our document here and it has multiple pages and multiple sections. And what we want to do is add a table of contents so that it's easier to navigate through the document. And so the first thing we have to do is create a page at the beginning of the document for the table of contents. So I'm going to place my cursor at the beginning of our text and insert a page break. Okay, and so this is where our table of contents will be placed. And the one thing that's important and absolutely necessary is that your document have styles applied to your headings that you want to be included in the table of contents. And so in our last video, I showed you how to create customized styles and we applied them throughout the document to our different headings on two different levels. We have our level 1 headings and we have our level 2 headings, such as here. Okay, and so we're going to go back to our blank page for the table of contents and we're going to go to references, and on a PC the table of contents function is available under insert. Okay, so we're going to click on table of contents and we're going to create custom because we've created customized styles and now we need to tell Microsoft Word to use those customized styles in the table of contents. And so we're going to first decide how we want the table of contents to appear. There's classic, modern, but I actually like formal. I like to have the little the letter tabs here, and we could change that to a dashed line if we wanted. But now the important stuff, we have to tell Microsoft Word not to use the default heading styles in the table of contents because we haven't used those in the document. We need to tell Microsoft Word instead to choose our customized styles. And so we're going to click on options and we need to note which styles here to use. And so you'll see heading 1 has a check, and if we scroll down a little bit, so does heading 2 and 3. But we haven't applied those styles in the document, so we need to delete the numbers here. And the numbers refer to the level. So if you remember in the sample on the last window, some of the subheadings or level 2 and level 3 headings were indented a little bit. And so you achieve that by using different numbers next to the styles. And so I'll show you how we do that. We're going to scroll down until we find our customized styles. So right here they are, VSL Coach Handbook L1 for level 1, and we're going to put a level 1, a number 1 there, and then we'll put a number 2 for the L2 heading. And what that means is when we generate the table of contents, that the level 2 headings will be indented under the appropriate L1 heading. Okay, so you want to make sure that you don't have a check mark next to any style that you haven't used, because if you do, the table of contents will not generate correctly and you'll get an error message. You also want to make sure that you don't have check styles that you're using for things like body text or captions, really anything you don't want in the table of contents. Okay, so I think we're good here. I'm going to click OK, and you can already see a sample here of what the table of contents will look at. And so I'm going to click OK, fingers crossed it's going to work. And here's our table of contents. And it looks pretty good. One thing I didn't do is I forgot to include a space for the text that says table of contents. So I'm just going to add that now, table of contents. And then the other thing I neglected to mention is that unless you unclick the tab when you're generating the table of contents, it will not only add page numbers, but also hyperlink these. So if you're looking at a document online, you can just click to say core values, and it takes you to the core values. Okay. And so that's, again, another simple, easy time saver that editors can use. It's so much better than hand typing a table of contents. But the other great thing is if you go through the document and you end up adding a page break somewhere or adding more content that includes a heading, you don't have to start over. All you have to do is come up here and click Update Table, and it will update the table of contents for you.